Turn 10, the developers for Forza Motorsport, just dropped a huge news post on the official Forza website. With the 1-year anniversary of the game approaching quickly, it seems to me like they want to share what's happening in Forza Motorsport in the coming months. And there's some really great changes and updates here, and even some stuff that I would not have expected. Since there's a lot to cover, I'll try to keep it short and to the point, so let's go. The first thing is already something I did not expect, but I'm really happy that this is coming. So far we were only able to unlock new cars from the single player, either the featured or the open class tour, which a lot of players didn't enjoy, myself included, so we were faced with the choice of either missing out or having to complete these races we didn't want to play just to get the new car. That is changing from update 12 onwards, which is coming in mid-September already, from which point on we will also be able to unlock the new cars from either racing in featured multiplayer or also in rivals. And speaking of missing out, at least some of the feature tours, which were only available for a limited time, will be re-added as a permanent addition to the Builders Cup, and you will be able to earn the associated reward cars from those. And also, though this will only be coming next year for some reason, there will at least be also some more permanent race car focused tours in the career, which the lack thereof a lot of people have criticized the single player career for. Next up is the announcement of the next 2 tracks coming to Forza Motorsport, the first of which in October being Sunset Peninsula, which some of you may remember from Forza Motorsport 4, and the next one being the probably most wished for track in Forza Motorsport, Bathurst. That is scheduled to be coming in December, accompanied by some more Aussie cars. And now we come to the announcement of 2 big features coming to Forza Motorsport. The first of which being Spectate mode. This will apparently already be releasing in September and will allow you to spectate or even broadcast community races in private multiplayer. The Spectate mode will include all the improvements that were already made to the replay system, so better UI and additional camera options, for example. And the second feature that a lot of players have been waiting for does sadly not have a release date yet, but it's supposed to be in the coming months, and that feature is Drift mode. At first this is only gonna be available in free play and private multiplayer, but they are also planning to add a Drift meetup public lobby in the featured multiplayer in the future. If you have been disappointed with the media tab in Forza Motorsport and have been craving something like the Creative Hub that's available in Forza Horizon 5 for example, you will be happy to hear that something very similar is gonna come to Forza Motorsport later this year. So browsing and discovering content from different people, be that designs, tunes, photos or replays, will be a lot easier. And while we're on the topic of creating, the livery editor will also be getting a small upgrade to be more in line with that of Forza Horizon 5. If you like changing weather conditions for your races, then you'll be happy to hear that that is also gonna come already in the next update. In free play and private multiplayer, you'll be able to set the weather for the start, mid-race and end race. So you can have way more dynamic and evolving weather conditions throughout a race. And now let's go into a quick fire round of some of the smaller changes, the first of which being already in update 13, there will be a community choice slot for the featured multiplayer with a race series voted on by the community in the Forza forums. Next, there's gonna be audio cues for the proximity radar, which could either mean some different beeping signals or maybe a fully fledged spotter. Next, they're saying that they will be able to update the Forza race regulations a lot more quickly, though I have to say that I will reserve judgment on that until I see actual proof of that. And staying kind of on that topic, the ghosting system will get an update in the future as well, and will apparently be able to predict some of the most popular griefing incidents in multiplayer and auto-ghost the cars so it doesn't even get to that crash. This is something that Forza Horizon has had for a while, so I really hope that they will be able to pull this off in Forza Motorsport as well. And that's it. A lot of positive changes coming as far as I'm concerned. Of course, there is still the topic that a lot of this should have been in at launch. But we can't change that anymore. What counts for me is that Turn 10 have not given up on Forza Motorsport and are actively working on improving the game. It seems to me that they are also listening to what the community wants. They already have made a lot of changes based on feedback and are seemingly continuing to do so. What do you think? Do any of these changes have you really excited? What are you maybe still missing? Let me know in the comments. If you want to see more racing content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed. I've been HD Racing. See you in the next one.